be honest with you, I just want to give Derek Lewis a hug. I feel so bad for him, you know. It's been 3 times in Texas. He's been slumped 3 times. But like this last one is, it was just a bad feeling all around. You know what I mean? Was it a bad stoppage? Was it a good stoppage? It was in between. It was an okay stoppage because, like, you never know what Derek Lewis could have done if you actually would have gotten up. That is the issue with this. Sergey Pavlovich, he won't get the praise he deserves for winning this fight. You know, this is the biggest fight of his career. And everyone just like, it just doesn't feel like it was valid from everyone else. You know, he's not getting the praise he deserves. And I feel bad for him and Derek Lewis. It was just it was a shit show all around because Derek Lewis, I mean, I love him. Who does not love Derek Lewis? Because, like, he's given so many great moments on the mic, in the cage, you know, on the microphone, in the cage.
To land the knockout blow.
I just knew I had bigger heart than him. You know, he called himself a man, but he like put his hands on women. So, forget that guy. I got much more heart than he has. You know, walk around their eyes and find ass at.
Getting back to the fight.
You know, you get what I mean? He's an all-around entertainer. But I just feel like, entertaining everyone has gotten away in his career. Because he could have become world champ. And, like, I just feel like he has not put in the work. And I feel like it is, you can see it now, you get what I mean? Like, he's lost 3 out of his last 4. He won against Chris Dawkins, but he's on a skid as well. I mean, he started the skid, but you get what I mean? Like, Chris Dawkins is just a worse version of Derek Lewis. But it just feels like Derek Lewis, he's not got good technique. He's not got good takedowns. He's not got good jiu-jitsu. All he has is a big fat power. And he has worked for him. But you got to evolve your game in mixed martial arts. It's same like Anthony Perez. You know, he was so good back in the day, but he never evolved his game. He never got better. And you can see him now, losing against Stevie Ray in PFL. You know, he was the world champ. He was the world champion, and now he's in the PFL, and he's not even that old. But yeah, I just feel bad for Derek Lewis. And also Sergey Pavlovich, he looked really good. Like, he looks like a new Derek Lewis, because, like, he's got the same power, but he's just got better technique. You know, he's got so much better technique than Derek Lewis, and you can see it there. Derek Lewis gets over emotional, starts swinging in, and then he gets caught. He slumps to the ground, and then I don't know what you say about the stoppage. Personally, for me, you leave the stoppage a little, because you gotta see if he wakes up, because yeah, he didn't protect himself, which is bad. But just give him like a few 5 seconds, you know, just a little time to see what actually would have happened. That's all I wanted, because what if Derek Lewis gets a big fat comeback? You never know. Nobody knows what will happen. But I do get the stoppage, because if Derek Lewis just gets fucking hammer-fisted like 3 times, and then, you know, that is unnecessary. So I do get the stoppage. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel a bit bad. But like Derek Lewis, he should move out of Texas. Like, please never fight in Texas again, please. But also, he's been knocked out 3 times. You know, is his chin going? That is the question we got to start asking. What is he? 37, 36 years old? You know, he's not getting any younger. So I don't know what his chin is looking like. Because yeah. He either needs to adapt his style to be like a more preserved, and then he comes with a bang, you know, like he's good against wrestlers. That's the worst thing. Like, what you think he would not be good against? That is the wrestlers, but he slumps them every time. It's just the technical strikers, which I talked about in my preview before. You know, it's the technical strikers he always gets he gets annihilated every single time. Alright, but who do we want next out of these 2? So, I mean, Derek Lewis, he should not be fed to the wolves. He's given so much for this company, and he doesn't want to leave like Nate Diaz. If he gets fed to the wolves, I'm done with this company. Jesus Christ. You know, the man is still a draw. What will he be ranked? 8, 7? So it'd give him Rosenstrike. That is a extremely winnable match. And if he doesn't win that, yeah, feed him to the Wolves, because that man is done now. If he doesn't beat Rosenstrike, he's been looking awful in his last few fights, you feed him to the Wolves, because he's not worth anything to the company anymore. And I know people hate that, but I don't think that. It is the UFC thinking way. It is the truth. That is the truth. They will feed him to the Wolves. They will feed him to Romanov or someone like that. Sergey Spivak or someone that they think can become like a little bit of a draw, you know what I mean? Alright, but Sergey Pavlovich, I think you feed him to the loser of Tai versus Garn. I think you do that. I think that's fair enough. That's extremely fair. You don't feed him to Volkovs because they won't fight. There's no point in putting them against each other if they're just not going to fight. But yeah, feed him to the loser, which I think will be Tai Tuivasa. And Tai Tuivasa versus Pavlovich would be an absolute banger of a fight. Put that in the main event of a fight night, or co-main. Nah, put it on the opener pay-per-view card, because like heavyweights in the main event just never go well, do they? Of course, if it's for a title fight, it's fair enough to put him in the main event. But fight night main events with like a big man heavyweight just doesn't excite me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it just doesn't excite me anymore. But yeah, that was my take on Derek Lewis versus Sergey Pavlovich. Just bad feelings all around for me, man. Like, subscribe, and peace.